Hi guys, after the summer period I decided to update RuleTool with the newest NCAA rules. As you know, these have been updated this year, even though we are in a non-rule changes year, just as 2 years ago when the rules were also updated. The NCAA briefed us that in non-rule changes year, as this year, only safety rules would be updated. Well, that is the case. Some safety rules such as leaping and horse collar tackles have been updated, but also some other rules have been changed. Some very minor changes, for example rule references and definition changes, which are just a clarity improvement and not so much as an interpretation change. But some rule changes also actually affect the game, or could actually affect the game a little bit, as we'll discuss. So one of the most striking things I noticed in the rule changes is that in the previous months NCAA informed us that the horse collar tackle rule would be changed and be brought in line with the NFL horse collar tackle rule, which would include the nameplate area. So actually pulling the nameplate area and then bringing the runner down through that tackle could actually be classified as a horse collar tackle. Now if we see the rulebook, actually there's no reference to the horse collar tackle change. So the nameplate area is not referenced, at least not in the rule. It is referenced in the rule change, but not in the rule itself. Of course, I informed Rogers Redding of this omission, so hopefully this will be updated soon. So actually, if you just read the rulebook itself, there's not really a reference to the nameplate area, only the area, which is of course too vague to be ruled on. So the other change that is actually not classified as a major change is the one on illegal touching. So illegal touching on scrimmage kicks is now ignored during extra periods and during the try. So you may think, okay, this is just a very minor change, there's just some more scenarios where it's ignored, but actually this can affect play. The circumstances may be very rare, but it can actually determine the outcome of the game. So let's take the extra period rule change as an example. Now assume that the offense did not gain any yards and Team A is still on the 25-yard line of Team B. It's fourth down and Team A decides to attempt to score a field goal. Now the field goal attempt is partially blocked just 1 yard beyond the neutral zone. So this Team B touching is not classified as touching beyond the neutral zone. This rule has not been changed. Now assume that a Team A player then muffs the ball. Let's assume that it's number 80, A80, touches the ball. He does not recover it, but this touching would normally be classified as illegal touching. Then there's a pile-up of players and a Team B player touches it, and then the ball is recovered by another Team A player, let's say number 10, and he recovers the ball. Let's say he recovers the ball at the 10-yard line. Now normally the touching of A80 would be classified as illegal touching, and then the fourth down would be over because it's an extra period, so the series of Team A is over. But in this case the illegal touching is by A80 is ignored, which makes the recovery by A10 legal, which gives Team A another series of downs at the 10-yard line because they are beyond the line to gain. So this is an important difference. This is actually something that could be a big advantage to one team. Of course, we will not see too many of these scenarios. It's probably very rare. So this is a minor rule change in this year which can actually affect the outcome in a game. All the rule changes are updated on RuleTool, and explanation of the new rules can be found, of course, on the NCAA website. Thanks for watching again.